What moves do you expect the Warriors to make this offseason?
They're gonna have to start positioning themselves of realizing that Steph, Klay, and Draymond are winding down. They probably got Steph and Klay probably got 2 more good years. Dominant. I'm talking about dominant. I'm not talking about 23 and 6. I mean, Steph probably is going to average that, when he decides to retire. So I'm talking about that real dominance performance. You got about 2 good, strong years out of Steph. So you have to start looking on adding someone that can complete him as a player, that can make it easier for him. It'd have been great. We wouldn't be talking about this if KD was here, right? Was still here.
Yeah, much different team. A team that actually
So,
puts fear in people's hearts.
They need to find someone, I'll try to figure out if I can, get Jordan Poole on and see if we can find someone who's more stable. It's the game. His game is just erratic, right? It's AAU style. It's herk and jerk highlight reel type of game where, I want to shake you, I need to bake you every single play. And when you're talking about being great, being consistent, you have to understand how to, get easy buckets, right? Yeah, we see Steph do all the sham and jam, but, that's 10% of his game. Jordan right now is 90% of your game. I'm going to be trying to move him. Maybe if I can move him, get Jaylen Brown,
Would you consider, and this is something that we need to talk about, you got Klay Thompson. Klay, I think, is making 40-something million next year. He'll be a free agent after 2024 if he doesn't get an extension from the team. A lot of people in Warrior circles saying, Klay still got it, but he's not at that level. Some people even suggested potentially bringing him off the bench, saying Klay is not at that level that he was during the height of the Splash Brothers era. Obviously, 2 devastating injuries that he's bounced back from. But if you had to pick between Poole or Klay, or potentially both, would you make that move? You get somebody like a Jaylen Brown in there.
If I'm going after Jaylen Brown, I'll get rid of Poole for him. If they're dumb enough to fall for that, you know what I mean? If they're dumb enough to fall for that, I'm gonna try to package that. Klay, I'm gonna let him play. I'm not gonna give him an extension. I'm gonna let him play the year out, and then it's horrible. It is horrible.
You're comfortable just letting him walk and losing any potential trade value?
I want to see what his value is in the open market, which I like, again, as an owner, the 4 championship rings, the loyalty has brung. It's an asshole move, but, sometimes you just got to be the asshole here. Whatever he gets in the open market, I will be trying to match, but I want to see what the value is versus just automatically giving him an extension. Do I think he's worth 40, 50 with that extension? 40 with a 12% increase? I don't know. And that's why I would say, all right, Klay, unfortunately, I don't want to do this, but I want you to go test the open market. Whatever you get, I'll match.
So you tell Klay that I think he'll be unrestricted. I'm saying be unrestricted free agent in 2024.
I'm banking on that,
So, but you're telling Klay, look, we're going to be the assholes. We're not going to be loyal to you. Why would there be an expectation that whatever he gets, when you just say, well, I'm just going to go take that?
Match it, or I'll match it or give you a little bit more of it. Like let's say, right now you're asking for $250, $245, and then you go to open market and they're like, yeah, we'll give you $160. Like, hey, all right, I'll give you $190. I throw 30 more in just for you being you, right?
For sure.
Which saves me from $250. As I said, it's a when it comes to loyalty, it's it's a fine line with Klay. I just want to give him a year, and I want to see what he does before I extend him. And I think
give him half a season before the trade deadline to see?
Yeah, there's I'm not planning on moving him. To be honest, I'm not planning on moving him. His skill set, what he brings to the game. He's fine the way he is. He's still trying to figure out who he is. We're still talking about a guy, 60 with, less dribbles with KD and Curry on the court. We're talking about he broke damn near all my halftime records, overtime records. You know what I mean? So losing him will hurt, especially if you're thinking about keeping, Curry. I just want to see what his value is now. That's all. I know that, I can say don't take it personal, but, telling the guy, let me see your value is personal.
I mean, if you were that guy, they told you that.
I'm mad.
I'm out. Like,
I'm not out, but I'm f***ing pissed that I got to go out here and do the little Lamar Jackson. Let me see your value. Put some more stress on me during the season.
Yeah, I mean, because that's heading into the season, Klay's going to be looking for a contract extension. No telling if they get that done or not. But if you Klay and management comes to you saying that after all you did, coming back from these 2 injuries, helping lead the team to another ring. Yeah, you had a down year this year, but I still got it, and y'all don't believe in me. We also have the potential now with Draymond with the player option. Odds are Dre will opt out. Do you see a world, you think he's going to opt in? He's going to take that 1 year?
You have to. It all depends on what he's looking for, right? If he's just looking for more years of money guaranteed, then I'm opting out. Like, let's say, was it 30, 40? What is it?
I think he's got like 26 or 27.
26, right? 26, and then, right, if I can, get 12% off that, sign another, 60 million, I'm doing that. Or,
that's what I'm saying.
40 million, I might do that if I'm him. I don't know how many years he thinks he has left.
But if you can opt out and get more than the 26, I think to your point, with a few more years on it.
Okay, well, if he opts out, does he think that whoever's going to sign him is going to start at 26 or more?
Even if they came with 3 for 60 or whatever it may be in the overall total per year. So question for you then, since we're here on this subject, and then we'll have one more after this. You opt out on that, what is it, 26, 27? 27. You opt out on that 27.5 mil, but you can get 2 for 40 somewhere else.
I opt out 2 for 40. It depends on how many years I think I have left.
Okay.
That's just a personal thing. If he thinks, I'm done after, 2 or 3 years, then I'll opt out and sign that 3-year deal, which gives me more longevity. Or I stay in and then sign a 2 more years. So it's really on which road leads to a little bit more, even if it's 5 more million. Whatever road leads to whatever, because once you're done, you're done.
So then follow up to that, do you feel like if, and we're not trying to put you in the mind of Dre, but similar to a Klay situation, they gave Poole this money, you bing Poole. Week after you bing Poole, he signed a 4-year, $128 million extension. Teams essentially telling you, this is the guy we believe in, this is our future. We appreciate all the shit y'all have done for us, but we got to start looking to the future. Re-up with Wiggins. Now you're in a situation, right, where you could potentially go test the free agency market, or you opt into this 1 year hoping that maybe they bring you back for a couple more. A lot of uncertainty whether Bob Myers returns, just a lot of uncertainty with that franchise in general. Are you willing to take that risk if you're Draymond?
Yeah, it depends on what the conversation sounds like. At the beginning, everybody was Poole as the new guy. At this point, I'm pretty sure everyone's realizing that, we might move in a different direction. Now, let's say Poole and Wiggins for Jaylen Brown. That's a whole different team now. Draymond is valuable and Klay's valuable at that point. So, it all depends on what they're trying to move, right? And if I'm looking at them, I'm going to try to package Poole and Wiggins and see what I can get out of it. So if I can get a strong third option, save money, if I can get rid of Poole and Wiggins, get Jaylen Brown, let Draymond walk, sign Ben Simmons, who does the kind of the same thing. I mean, there's so many options that can happen. It all depends on what the mindset and what is everyone thinking.
So most important question now, we've seen this Warrior dynasty, 4 championships in 8 years, what they've been able to accomplish. Mm-hmm. Are we seeing the end of this Warriors dynasty? Or do you think that they can potentially put themselves in position to be a championship contender next year or for years to come?
Long as you have Klay, Curry, and Draymond, you can't say it's the end. You know, if the Bulls would have went back the next year, you know what I mean? It's it's another championship. I mean, let's just be honest, right? No matter what no one says, everyone can say whatever the they want. Oh, this was the end. No, it wasn't. Right? That was so easy for them. That was an easy championship, the way they did that. Like they could have went back to back 3 more times, you know, with that team. So as long as you have the 3 main pieces, I mean, that's what I said. You just got rid of Wiggins and Poole and brought in Jaylen Brown. Boom. They're back contenders.
And that's, I mean,
You know what I mean? That just like that, they're back contenders. So no, the dynasty is not over until 2 of the 3 are gone.